Hello. Hello. A 25-minute late. It is me. Oh, yeah, I want to check something. Forgot to check this out. Actually, I should check it out. Give me. Well, I thought it'd be that. Oh well. Um. Hi. Hi, Ariel. Hi, Neon. Hello. Hello, hello. I don't get why you keep doing the Tumblr sexy man voice. I don't understand. 5 push-ups? Okay. Alright. Hold on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. The fuck? Throwing a piece of paper at me. Little treat. I just brushed my teeth, so I'll wait a bit, but I will get myself a treat. Well, actually, the ads are gonna start. I'll wait for the ads to start. I'll get a treat, but I won't eat it right away. Yep. Hey, ads. Perfect. Whew. Do I have enough water? Yeah. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, I'm tired. Oh boy, I'm tired. Oof. I'm not eating my I'm not eating my treat yet. I'm acting like I'm eating. I'm a liar. A scam artist. I do have a little treat. Look what I can do. What can you do? You can peek. What the fuck? Yo, he's fucking gone. He fucking, like, he's gone, bro. He disappeared. What the hell? What the hell, bro? He's gone. What the fuck happened? Hold on. Message. Nope. Never mind. It was my own message. I'm stupid. Okay, so I got a molasses cookie. Hello. I got a molasses cookie. Got the smallest one I can find. Okay. So, last time on Dragon Ball Z, we were doing stuff. Today we continue stuff. You have new emotes? Yeah, I noticed. I noticed by the way you were emoting. It did seem that way. There's an emerald ore under this block. Did you know? Okay. I like it. I think there's more I could do to, like, spruce up the area. You know, I kind of want to bring this back by one, now that I think about it. At least I want to see how it looked like. I think it would look nicer. What do you guys think? You have the vision like I do. I think the asymmetry would make it look nicer. And also would make it look a little bit more spacious. You know? Let's try it. Let's try it. Now break all at ease. Do I have dirt on me? I do. Boop. 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 Okay. Turn it up. I think I do prefer it. They're still missing stuff because there's, like, only a bed here and no other furniture. I'm not counting the stone cutter. I don't want this to be here. This is just for building. It might look better when I start actually adding stuff. Who knows? Who knows? I forgot to add the torch. Damn, that one went far. What was that? 4 blocks. Or did a sprint jump? What the hell? What the hell? I didn't know they could do that. Damn, I didn't know they were chill like that. Boop. 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 Okay. Dig this all up. Wait. Okay, no, we're good. I made another stone pickaxe. I wasn't sure. And you might be asking, on what? No, you didn't. When did you make that? Huh? You fucking liar. You didn't make that shit. Yes, I did. I made it off screen, obviously. No, I made it last stream. Come on. You should remember everything I do. I need more fences. Well, crap. Oh crap! I need more fences. Which means, oh wait, no, I thought I had to go actually make more, but like go mine more wood. But we're good. For you see, I am built awesomely. Here are the fences. Boom. Now, what's the outside look like here? I think we're good. Shit. I think we're good. Don't worry about the thing we just saw. There's a lot of coal. There's a lot of coal. God dang. God dang. Now that I think about it, actually, you know what? I might want to raise this up. Raise those things. Raise that up a bit. I think it'll look nicer. Okay, let's try. I don't have stone or anything. I don't want to use cobblestone. Although I probably should. I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Sparks. What is this? What is this clip? Thing to tune into. It is quite a stream. It is quite a moment. There's a lot of torches. I should probably pick some of these back up. I think eventually I will get rid of the torches and probably switch them out for something else. But for now, they're good. They're all doing. All my blocks are doing jumps, bro. You see that? It went from here to here. I have parkour crafting. I have parkour items in my inventory. Did that sound good? Did I sound like the cat? Did I sound like the cat there? Did I sound like the cat? No. It's all fun and games until they parkour into lava. Facts. Facts, no printer. And destroy that. I'm not feeding your ego, cat boy. Why not? Come on, I need a morale boost. Come on, man. I just need a little morale boost. Just a little bit. Please. Please, I'm begging you. We have wheat. Come here. I'm fucking. Let me think here. So we have. If we have one of these, I do that. Then this is the best. Okay, yeah. You're adequate in most things you do. That is pretty high praise. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so that's good. How's your Minecraft going? It's going all right, you know. You know, we got a barn. The barn's shit and not done. We're not really working on it right now. We got a custom tree. We found a skeleton spawner and a zombie spawner. We're making drawbridges that look pretty nice. I just noticed how crooked that is. Kind of pisses me off. You know, we're doing okay. Hardcore be hardcoring. And also last night we started playing Cobblemon with Himi. That was a lot of fun. Playing to be creator was some special challenge. Well, really I first started playing because I didn't really know what to do for one of the streams. Because I'm streaming all week, right? Like I'm streaming every day of the week. And I was thinking, okay, I want to like do stuff, like have some plans. But then like Tuesday night, I think, or it was probably Tuesday morning, I was like, I don't know what to do, guys. And then Ariel was like, Minecraft. And I was like, I can play some Minecraft. Yeah, sure. And I was planning on just like playing Minecraft that day. But then the next day came and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Minecraft. And I was like, damn, I really should stop playing Minecraft so much. I should try doing something else. So then I was like, oh, you know, it'd be funny. It could be like enjoyable. We could try making a VTuber wiki page for me, right? Like get your guys' input on what to put and stuff. That could be fun. And then we tried, and then we just ended up playing Minecraft again. All roads lead back to Minecraft. I'm missing a lot of streams. I'm going back to college. Ooh, what you going to college back for? For college and for? What you going back to college for? Trying to learn some extra things, learn some extra skills. Trying to learn because you're bored. What are you gonna be learning? Sounds fun. That's the skeleton spawner. That's the zombie spawner. They're both very close to each other. Yeah. Donkey. Donkey. I'll be eventually going for E&E, but as it's a full ride, I'll be going for an associate's first. Ooh. Not dying. Not dying. What's E&E? Is that? It's not electrical engineering, I assume. What is E&E? Okay, it's electrical. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Why do you need that though? You just like want to learn more about the different like homes and such. How that be working? Just alright. I'm retired of 20-year career. I'm going back to school. How could you do this, man? How could you do this to yourself after all this time? Well, you're going because you want to, right? Or has the retirement fund finally ran out? Or you notice that it will be running out because of all the money you spent on Twitch Turbo. I need to find obsidian. I do need to find obsidian. Something that I must. I know I had sticks, unless I used them all for the fences. That makes sense. Unless I have the piece of paper saying I know electronics. That is, you know what? You make a fair point. You make a fair point, my good sir. It would be nice to have that piece of paper that says you know how to do the job that you were doing. It would be nice. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? Na, 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 na. Nailed it. I'm gonna, for the fun of it, I'll likely get a job after, but I'll see how long I do with it. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. It's always nice. I've always thought about wanting to go to school without, like, the kind of, like, expectation, I guess. Just, like, going to go. I'd probably honestly do better if I went under those circumstances. But, actually, you know what? I'd probably do worse than I did. But, you know what? It is what it is. I get, like, into a certain mindset whenever I start school. Become very... Even though I'm already antisocial, I become way more antisocial when school starts. And, like, when you're going to university and college especially, that's not what you want to be doing. If anything, you want to be focusing on making connections more than you do getting the work done. Which sounds ironic. When I say full ride, I mean I'll also get paid to go to school, so I have even less for a reason. Ooh, hell yeah. Paying for 85 in all my classes? Hell yeah, dude, do it. I believe in you, man. Hi, Ryan. Welcome. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm losing space. I'll need to make another jump. Put this away. Where'd I come back up for? I came back up for a reason. Wasn't to put the stuff away. Oh, right. I wanted to make armor. Wanted to make armor. There you go. The pants. The pants. On a train, he do be on trains. Makes for sense. Take it from an old guy that had his career being liked can open more doors than being educated. Yep. It does very much so. Like, I understand. It's like human nature. We can't really change. We can't really change that, you know? But, like, man. This is the type of stuff that, like, you hear, but you don't know until it, like, happens. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Like, I know I should have been, like, connecting with others more. But I really just, I wanted to focus on learning, you know? I wanted to focus on learning more. And plus for me, my school was, like, in the next city over. It took me, like, 2 hours to get there. And then it took me 2 hours to get back home. And because I was in computer science, the classes are from, like, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Right? So like for me, I'm more focused on like, am I gonna be able to get home? Will I be able to make it home? Or and like study and come back to school the next day. I don't really think about like, ah, yes, I should be talking with the student next to me during class. Or I should be talking to my teacher even though I basically understand the material. You know, like it's hard to think in the right way. Where did I miss? We're talking about school and the importance of communicating and making connections while in school. Well, just making connections in general, but making connections while you're in school is the easiest way to make connections. That's probably what sent me to courses, and some of the best connections I made were just hanging out and staying in public places. Yeah. I have thought of maybe literally just going back to that university, not as a student, but just going back and like walking into one of the classes as if I'm a student and making connections and trying to make connections with the new with the new undergraduates. I'm talking standing at the whiteboard and presenting the class. What do you mean presenting the class? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Maybe it's something that happens more where you are, where you're doing your stuff. What are you talking about? A group study session, and I could walk up and join. Oh, so you make an announcement. You go up and like you talk to the teacher about like presenting, making a study group, and anyone can join. So you go up into the front and you say that. I'm working my father against some God connection to work for it. Dude. Hell yeah, man. If only I could be so lucky. For real. Like, God damn. Like, I don't really have... The sad thing is that I don't really have any connections in the thing that I want to go into. So... I'm just kind of like hoping for a prayer through an application, but it's not working. It's not working out. You also bring a pizza or two. You get about 30 minutes of study and an hour minimum. Nice. Nice. I really need to work on my talking to people. Very important. I don't know. I always feel bad too because the thing is, like, the connections, in a way, it's like you kind of gotta see them in a friendship kind of way, right? Like you have to do upkeep with the people you're talking to. You can't just be like, we have talked and now I can use you if ever I need a job. You know, like it's not how it works. That's not really how it works. It's a friendship. It's a bond. But I have a lot of bonds, so I'm scared of making more. I'm so glad I made iron armor. I would be so dead right now if I had not. Alright. We're running in. Alright, we found another zombie spawner. Yippee! Wahoo! The company I'm working for is an outsider. Small companies all around the country here. I'm pretty much a big one. Hey, nice. That's what we like to hear. Connection's good. Connection's amazing. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if this will illustrate my abilities for connection in any way. But suffice to say, the most connections that I've ever probably made is from streaming. Which probably to some makes sense, but the sad part is I can't really use any of these connections because I'm anonymous. So, and plus you guys are all in different countries. Yeah, but I have thought of maybe going to a school. Going to a school and not like posing as a student, but like basically posing as a student. To like try and talk to people. You know? You go my stop right now. Alright, have a good stopping. Where is lava? Where is lava? What about this way? I don't remember what it was this way. Or I can't even talk. I don't remember what's this way. What is this way? Any lava down this way? Hello? Any lava around here? I'm just here for obsidian, man. Just a bit of lava. I just need a small little lava pool. Come on. There's lava behind this, but I want more than one block. Although it would probably be worth it to just take that one anyway. Da 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 da. What is this way? Nothing. I'm gonna go back. I did not get a good night's sleep last night. Last night, right? So remember, I was streaming with OnwaVT. Ended off around 11:50, 12, and then I was like, okay, well, I had some videos I wanted to watch, so I'll watch one or two, and then head to bed. And you know what? I did. I watched 1 to 2 videos. I did not overstay my welcome. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should read a chapter of the manga I've been reading. And then and then I kept reading until 1 a.m. I read for like a whole hour. And then I went to bed late. Oopsie. Oopsie. Me and my homies love blocks. I love block. I love block games. Any lava down here, you guys think? Doesn't seem like it. It's a shrieker. Surrounded by everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That shrieker is surrounded. I should probably destroy it. There ain't nothing here. I wasted my time. Hi, Shrieker. Ooh, I'm gonna have to place a block. I'm gonna have to place a block to get out of here. Oh no. Oh no. There's no other way out. No. I don't have any wool on me. Oh, I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. Okay, I can see. They're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. I swear it was like over here or something where I could like continue down. Huh. Ha ha ha. Huh. Me when I. Huh. I don't recall. We got the ARG running away music going in the background. Where was the mine shaft? Did I just come from the mine shaft? I did. Okay, I think there was maybe another entrance. Another way to go down. Somewhere. Maybe here. No clue where. Well, let's try over here. My lips are so dry right now. Anyone willing to come hydrate? I'm so lonely. Okay, this is a different rule for me. Okay, this should be good. Haven't gone down here yet. Probably not the right way to go if I want to find lava. We do what must be done. How about these? There was another stone. Yep, there is. And boop. Lava! Creeper! Shit. Crap, I don't have a shield anymore. I need to find some iron in a safe area. Hello? There you go. Any iron, please? I just need one iron. One singular iron. Yes. Okay, now... Now we make a furnace. Put the singular one in there. I don't want to break that actually. Where I gotta help? You can help me? Oh. Okay, I guess. That's fine. That's fine, I guess. Yeah. I guess that's the way. Okay. 4, 5. Glow hates me, chat. He wants me dead. Or you're not allowed to go for my walk now. Have a good walk. I should really start walking. I should start doing that. I want you strong. I want me strong so I can protect the king, the queendom. Protect the queendom. Nice and strong man. With love, well, thank you. I'll accept the love. For now. Is there more lava down here? There's a lava pool in the skull. I risk it. For the biscuit. I need those biscuits! Okay. Obsidian, wait. Obsidian! Obsidian! Yay! We do already have a nether portal, so I don't know if I should take more. That really scared me. I thought it wasn't gonna make. I thought the water wasn't gonna spread and turn into obsidian. I think I will get enough to make a portal. You need 10 for portal and 4 for a chanting table, which is why I'm here. So this is good. Gimme. Yeah. Gimme. Yeah. Gimme. Yeah. Did I get that one? I don't think I got that one. I think that one went into the hellscape. Oh well. Gimme. Give it to me now. Yippee. Now give me. Give me. Okay, give. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Wahoo! Yippee! And give me this. Thank you. I'll continue more this way. Give me this. Hurry, please. Yay! Water over here. So I don't accidentally die to lava. Because the water won't spread far. Alright, 2 more! Waiting. I didn't get that one. I'm crying. It was the last one I needed. Now I have to buy another one. Man! Yippee! Okay. Let's get the hell out of here, man. Eh. Doop doo 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 doo. Doop doop doo doo. Doop doo doo. Doop diddy 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 didoo doo doo. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. This is not where I came from. Down 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 down. That's not where I came from either. Maybe I don't know where I'm going. That's okay. I just gotta vibe it out. With vibes, you can make it out of anything. You can make it out of anything with vibes. I'm vibing this whole area. This whole area is under my vibe surveillance. My vibe radar is going off. I can do it. With vibe, anything is possible. Not this way. I don't believe it is this way. But I am still going this way. I probably should not. Let's go back. Okay. My vibe powers will get me out of here. My vibe powers have brought me the wrong way. I never really did believe in the vibes. The vibes were always a myth. Well, the problem is that every time I go into the mine shaft, I do it by falling into it. You know? So now I found the exit. Because vibes brought me here. You see? Told you vibes worked. None of you believed me. Especially this fucking guy. That dweebus. No! Alright. Alright. You guys thought I was gonna eat that. You guys thought it was gross like that. Oh, you thought I saw it in your eyes. You were like, oh god, he's gonna eat that rotten flesh even though he has 45 baked potatoes right there. But I didn't. Because I'm cool. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. You wanted to? I did. I did want to. You are right. I did want to do that. No food gone to waste. You know, that's my motto. Even though I waste food all the time. I don't do that. That was what we call a humorous joke. Might be hard to believe. Okay, let's get up here. Nice. I fucking suck. Is it a 4 block? It is a 4 block. I suck. Boop. Go. Where's my other name tag? I know I have another one. Where'd I put it? There it is. Put that there. Book. Diamond. Dining table. Enchanting table. I'll keep that in mind. I have a place I want to put it. I have a room. I have a room in mind for it. Thinking like here. I think here's. Oop, 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 oop. I should have kept these blue blocks. Should have done it. And then he gets bigger. All right. He gets bigger. I keep missing. My timing's off. I don't got that swagger. I don't got that Minecraft swagger yet. I think for now it's fine to just keep this small. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. I think I only made one connection in university. That was a guy who... He talked to me in my introduction to engineering class. He talked to me. I didn't talk. I wasn't the one that talked to him. He always started the conversation, and then I was very awkward. But you know, I have his number. I've never texted him though. Actually, I think I texted him once. I don't think he replied. Ooh. He was talking about how he was gonna do like, I think he bought or something like a VR. One of those like places where you could like play VR, you know? Like you reserve for like a birthday party or something to play VR games. He said he was gonna do that over the summer. And he did mention like, oh, if you want, you could like maybe help out. But he didn't say it like that. Human interaction is hard. Yep. Engineers and computer scientists aren't made for that kind of stuff. We aren't made for that kind of stuff. It's not in our, in our code. It's not in our building block. It ain't in our gears and shines. Can't do that. Can't do that stuff. Ugh. All right. I have an extra furnace now, I guess. It looks weird that I put it there. They keep jumping away from me. They hate me. And mind you, they talked about the engineers are closed and won't talk to others. They plan to help us not be like that. Yeah, they tried doing that with us too. They tried to help us. They didn't have a good plan. They didn't have a good plan to help us. But you know, they tried, and that's at least something. We had a mandatory course which was about writing good documents to give to people who don't understand computers. The thing is, the teacher for that class was not a good teacher. He was a good person. Let me make this clear. The teacher was a good person. Okay, he was a kind soul. He was not a good teacher. He was really not a good teacher at all. The class was to help people like learn to communicate to like people who aren't tech savvy about tech savvy things. But that guy didn't really know how to communicate either. Not like he was also a nerd, like, oh, he's also a nerd who doesn't know how to talk to others. But like he didn't know how to really explain how to do the stuff we had to do. So so he wasn't a good teacher. Also, he kept like just talking. He was an old guy who just kept talking about stories, like his life story. Which is great. I love to hear it, but I would love to also hear the class, like the stuff we have to learn in the class, you know? The class material. I would love to hear about that as well. You know? Like it wasn't like class material sprinkled in with some of his stories. It was, here are his stories. That's it. That's what it was. He told you his stories. Like maybe like the first 10 minutes was class material that like he didn't even have like a PowerPoint. He didn't have like a whiteboard. He wouldn't really write anything down. He would just tell you. He would just tell you the stuff. Yeah. How to talk tech to tech illiterate. So in the 1960s, they made the first transistor. For real. Like, for real. I had to describe a pencil in like 10 or 20 pages for that class. And then I got like, I think a 50 because I didn't have enough parts. Because you had to like write a certain amount of parts. I wrote 3 parts. Because, remember, no PowerPoint, no written down explanation of how to do this. He did no written down explanation of what we had to do, right? And from what he was saying, it seemed like we needed at least 3 parts for the document, for the materials. So that's what I did. And then I got like a 53 because I didn't have enough parts. I needed to write 4 parts. And it's like, fucker, you never wrote it down. He's mad if we write stuff down during class because he wants us to listen. Like, how do you want me to do this? You could just make shit up. You could just change it any second and like I would be none the wiser. He also wanted us to send him a piece of mail by hand, which is fair enough. But like we had to send it to his house. We had to send a letter to his house, and that was the thing that we had to do. It wasn't like, oh, here's our assignment. Let me send it in through mail because like the website is down. No, the assignment was make a letter to send to my house and send it to my house. Like, okay, sure. All right. Also, he would go off a lot on like tangents about. Well, it was always a tangent because he was never talking about the class material, but he would talk a lot about what is it? Like how well yeah, like the internet is frying our brains and uh we're all zombies that are being controlled by the media. If the internet goes down completely, we're going back to the letters for a bit. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't need. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I don't need a class on how to write letters. Okay, I don't think anyone does. Because you know what? If ever we really, really, really needed to go back to letters, you know who knows how to write letters? Your parents, the post office, your grandparents, a fucking like a dude across the street. And worst comes to worst, you figure it out. You just figure it out. Only 3 eraser. No, the thing is, I thought it was only 3. I thought it was only 3. And like, yeah, you could talk about like paint and stuff, but like, it's hard to describe the wood and the paint fully. Like, it's hard to describe the paint on a piece of pencil, right? Because all you could really say is yellow. You can't say for sure what kind of paint that pencil has, or like what the mixture is, or exactly what kind of yellow it is. Like, that's a bit tough. That is kind of the point, though. The point is that stuff. Need the hex for the paint, then? Yeah, but what if it's not exactly that hex, right? What if they have... what if... And plus, it's not, like I said, it's not a specific pencil. You're describing the concept of a pencil. Ugh. Anyway, that's what it is. That's just how it be. Um, 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 um. Get ads. Hmm. Hmm. Meow. The first pencils were just wood and graphite with no eraser or similar decoration. Yeah. If a uniform metal paint applied to the surface of the pencil, done for both static and protect the wood from moisture, it also aids the John Wick maneuver. I'll be demonstrating with this paper scored lesson. Nice. Ugh. My favorite classes were always just the coding classes. Are the ads done? My favorite classes were always just the coding classes because that's what I came to do, you know. And then like not gonna lie, more than half of my entire program for computer science was more than half was not computer science. Like, not even like, we weren't at my computer, we were just learning concepts. Ew. Not even that. We were like more than half of my program was not even concepts, was not even computer science. Like, bro, why am I here? Why am I here? What's the point? What's the fucking point? Hello, Koopa. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. It baffles me. It baffles me. Okay, I need to think of how I want this to look, you know? I'm thinking here we could like we make secondary pick first. And also I should actually put away the diamond pick. That out. Right now the class is debating how the hell the teachers scored our exams because all of us wrote down a bunch. And some of you can get through and have to rewrite it again, but it might scored based on name list versus max and decreasing down. That's kind of funny. I think one of my top moments. Oh, actually, you know, before I even say that, one class I had, which I really like, we were learning, like the more like deep down stuff, more lower level, and we had to write a program in assembly and like make it efficient. It was so fun trying to figure out how to write it all down. I forget exactly what it was, but it was like we had to write a certain algorithm, and because of how slow the assembly really was, you have to like kind of like write interesting weird ways to do the things. So I used like bit manipulation to like do division faster and stuff. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Right, so my favorite thing in college was I had a teacher, right? This teacher was the worst kind of teacher, you know? Like, he's an asshole. He will, like, not really teach you stuff, kind of like just like read off the board kind of deal, and then like do pop quizzes because the grades are bad, and then he'll like make the exams like way harder than like the stuff you were learning and the way that he was teaching. And also like another thing was like you get course outlines in the college, right? There were course outlines where sometimes they would give you materials that you need to get for the class, right? Usually that stuff is just textbooks, but there's stuff that's apart from that, right? That you need to get. But it's good, like it's there because for people who have, it's not only for them, but like for people who have money troubles and stuff, like they need to have an advance, right? On like what they need to buy. They need to know what they're gonna have to buy for the class, right? So that they could accommodate themselves accordingly. There was $300 of materials that he told us to buy on the on the first day of class that we needed for the next week without any prior notice. We had to buy $300 worth of stuff without notice for the next class. Like, huh? The other part is all of us cheated from our phones because he didn't even roam the room much and left sometime. Bruh. So, anyway, that wasn't the fun part, obviously. Obviously, that sucks ass, and I hated that teacher, and everyone hated that teacher. The most fun part that I had was because of how shit that teacher was, you know what I decided to do? I decided to read the whole thing on the rule of conducts for the school for teachers and students to see what was allowed at the school. I read the whole thing, and then I wrote a document that was 12 pages long detailing all of the misconduct that the teacher was doing. And then I sent it in to the dean. He wasn't fired because that teacher was taking over, like, that teacher was like teaching the most amount of classes at the time. Probably still is. Yeah, going. The internet will go down the forest road. Okay, have fun. Yeah, but I detailed every single section that he broke, how he broke it, and what I think should be done about it. And you know what? The class did get slightly better because of it. It did get slightly better. I also got different students to sign the paper to show that it wasn't just me complaining. $200 by next week is BS. Yeah. Yeah. It really was. The thing is, too, right, is that with stuff like this, with rules and regulations, and like, the thing is, that should have been in the course outline by the rules. Like, by the rules standard, that should have been in the course outline. And that course outline should not. The thing is, the course outlines also have to be accepted by the dean. The dean has to, like, give him the stamp of approval. Which, you know what that means? That means that no one is really paying attention. No one's really doing their job, which is fair. I knew that before even reading. You know, I knew it before I even knew the actual rules, that no one was really doing their job. But I brought up all those things. I was like, here are like 6 different sections in the course outline that are wrong. Here are 7 different things that the teacher is doing that's wrong. I did a thing too with it. So, like, one of the things that was wrong was that in the course outline, there's the rubric for how we're being graded, right? Like, what percentage counts for what. His thing was something like I think, like, I'm making up numbers, but it was bad like this, right? It was like 20% or like 20 or 30% exams, and then 70 or 80% everything else was basically what it was. There was only 2 things in the rubric, which was exams and then everything else. And then let me tell you, when we were in class, there was a lot more than just exams and everything else, quotation marks. Okay? He would do pop quizzes in class, which by the college standards was not allowed, by the way. He was doing, and by what I mean by like pop quizzes is not just like written down. He would do written down pop quizzes, but then also during class, he would point at someone and be like, he would ask them a question. And the question would be on like very niche topics of what we were doing. Like, he might, like, sure, he might have talked about it. No, not even, because he would just read, like, it would be sometimes in the slides, you know? So, like, you would need to know for the next class, everything he was teaching for a class, you would need to memorize it by next class. And sometimes the next class was like 2 days away. So you would have to memorize everything from 2 days ago. And then if you got it wrong, you would lose 1% on your final grade. Not on like a percentage of your grade, right? It wasn't like, oh, 10% of your grade is these questions I asked you. No. It was every time you can't answer a question, 1% of your grade will be lowered. Of your final grade will be down. And you know what? The thing is, too, is if you've been in any of his classes, you know that that teacher fucking does all of his grades based on vibes anyway. Like, it doesn't matter what you got on anything, okay? It doesn't matter how good of a student you were. It doesn't matter how well you answered any of the questions. He would not read that shit. He would just be like, he would just get everyone's grades and put a random number so that the overall score would be average. That's what he would do. Like, you could ask any student of his, and they would all agree that that's how he grades. And you know what? The thing is, too, is like what really was pissing me off was that like in another class, like the same course but a different class, right? So different students. Apparently, for the random questions of the day, he was singling out one student. Like every single question he would give would go to one single student. Like he's supposed to be asking random people. He would just ask the same person over and over again. And that person would be like getting overwhelmed. So they wouldn't be, and plus I think they were sick, so they probably weren't even at school for some of the time. So they would just be fucked. If I hadn't done anything, that student, I mean, they might have still failed. I don't know. Because remember, that teacher teaches based off vibes. So they probably still failed, but like, it probably would have been way worse for them. I don't care, I'll go knock on the D's door. Yeah, I wanted to do it. The thing is, what I was scared of, right? My biggest fear is because I knew that that teacher was a bad teacher, right? And I knew that the school would not like fire him or anything or replace him. I knew that if my name was put, right? Like if my name was mentioned at all during the talks, like when they were talking to the teacher, or like if I was there and like if he figured out that I was the person that caused this, that caused him to be talked to, I knew my ass was failing. I knew I was going to fail immediately. So I was like, I'm going to go through the correct channels. Because according to the rules, you have to talk to the teacher unless you get signed, like unless you make a written complaint with signatures from the class. And I was like, there is no way that I am talking to the teacher about this. Because I know for a fact he's not going to do anything. And in fact, it's going to get worse. So then I like when I emailed the dean and he was like, have you tried talking to the teacher? I was like, according to the rules, I don't have to. And I don't want to because I know that he will do something if I do. Yeah, I don't think anything's really changed with that teacher. The school was kind of lazy in dealing with it. Like, they didn't really change anything about... Like, they just told him to change some of the stuff. Like, the grading scheme, they told him to, like, rearrange it. And there was a problem... There was a problem where... Here's the thing. A rule is, you're not allowed to have more than... Not even more. I think it was, like, you're not allowed to have 50% of your grade or more done in like the last 2 weeks of school or something like that. Like you're not allowed to have basically you're not allowed to have like a huge portion of your grades decided in such a short amount of time, especially if you have exams. It's even less so if you have exams. If you have exams, the grade, like the amount of percentage that your grade should be decided for should be even less. Like you should not have an assignment and an exam next to each other. Right? One of the changes that he had made due to my thing had caused that to be a reality. Had made it so that like we would have an assignment worth like 50% and then an exam next week worth 20%. So then I obviously messaged, when that happened, I messaged the dean again and I was like, buddy, what the fuck is this? What the fuck kind of change is this? Pay attention to the rules. Anyway, that wasn't changed. That part wasn't changed because at that point, like, the semester was about to end, so there wasn't much they could do. But I let them know that I was not happy with how they were dealing with the situation. I wonder if I should look into retaining a lawyer. I felt like a lawyer. In that moment, I kind of felt like a lawyer. Representing the whole class. I would like to sue this teacher for damages. I think I still have the document on the laptop, on my laptop. He was at least reasonable. Well, I mean, like, he didn't... Well, the thing is, worst case scenario, right? He was the dean of the... It was the dean of the program, right? Worst case scenario, if the dean of the program was an asshole, I had a friend whose mom was a dean of the school board. So, worst case scenario, I would just go to that friend and I'm like, hey, I need your help. I need your help. Could you tell your mom that not only is the teacher a piece of shit, but so is the dean? Thank you so much. I think if I change this to stare, it might be good. Maybe. I'll make it stone. Like something like that, maybe. Because then I can make this fence. I could follow the default thing that I've been doing. Although I'm missing a fence. Maybe I just put stairs all above here. Let's see how that looks. I should make another sentence. It's hard to gauge. I don't know. I do not know. That was fun though. The class was horrible, but it was fun to do that. Also, everyone was so scared of being the first to sign it. I didn't want to be the first to sign it because I knew that if I did, that there was a chance the teacher would see the document and he might be like, the first person is the fucker who did it. So I didn't want to do it first, but no one else wanted to do it first either. I was like, you fuckers, I put all this effort into making this document and none of you are willing to sign it. They were after after a few signatures, you know, people started to be okay with it. But at first, everyone was a bitch. Everyone was a little bitch. Go full John Hancock. I should have. I should have gone full John Hancock. Would have saved me so much trouble. What's up, Cal? Breed, my little one. You two cow in the back. There you go. Oh, what? There should have been enough. Someone. I only gave you guys 9. What the hell happened? Ooh, I'm hungry. Ugh, I'm hungry as hell. Oh my god, I'm hungry. Alright, time to eat the little treat. And you know what? Drink some water because I'm dehydrated. Ah. What's the treat? It's a little molasses cookie that my mother made. They're pretty good. Thanks, Mom. Love you, Mom. I've been thinking about what else I could make. What kind of electronic I can make. I really don't know. I do not know what to make. I only got a linear actuator. Those cost money. Orchid? Orchid? Orchid. I still have another one of those ESPs. Just make one. It'll cost twice as much as sucks. Yes. You're right. Why didn't I think of that? Fuck. Genius. I have a box of different vibration motors. Maybe I could do something with that. Making a vibrator on stream. Not clickbait. Their brand of linear actuator wouldn't be too hard. Maybe. I'll have to. I really need to fix my 3D printer. There's no like places nearby that I could do 3D printing with, so I have to do myself. Maybe the first one I know that to be true. Who else has made one? I wouldn't be able to make it on Twitch though. If I did do that, I wouldn't be able to do it on Twitch for sure. Oh, she didn't make it? Well, then who did? I didn't think Oriana would have made it. She makes a lot of chat things. You know what, actually, now that I think about it, it'd be kind of... This is just like the engineer side of... Engineer and also... Yeah, I know, not Ori. You sent the Ori emote, so I was just like, What? Why'd you send the Ori emote? I was asking who made it. But you know what? It would be kind of cool. Take the concept of like an engineer that makes stuff that's chat controlled, right? Like chat controlled stuff, and then bring a gooner into the mix of it. An engineer doing a chat controlled, making a chat controlled vibrator stream. It'd go kind of crazy. That'd go kind of crazy. Or at the very least, it would make a pretty good. And make a pretty good lewd fan art idea of like Ood. Imagine Ood to Owo. Or Uo Labs now he's called. I should have used Corelli. You should have used the Corelli. What, Corelli made a... What, so Corelli made the vibrator on stream? Is that what you're saying? I didn't know Corelli was an engineer. They used it. They used the chat controlled. The hell? What the hell? She doesn't have a channel anymore. That would make sense that she doesn't have her channel anymore. The person who did that, it would make sense that they don't have their channel. I get that. I get that. Damn it. Damn it, he got me! Had to change streaming services, so yeah, just move the opportunity. That's funny, though. Well, yeah, obviously they're gonna have to change streaming service. Duh. Come on now. A little bit obvious. Sometimes I do have ideas for streams that I think would be fun, but would not work on normal platforms. I went live on the wrong platform with a device that connects to Twitch chat. Yikes. Yikes. That's pretty interesting, though. It's interesting that someone would do that. When I get my day starts, I'll be lurking. Hey, man, no problem. Have a good lurking day. Have a good day of lurking. I'm gonna be hopefully trying to stay awake while I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just running around in Minecraft, not really doing this stuff. Probably make the furnace. Look at the pasta. Look at the pasta. Do 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 do. Maybe I can try making the perfect pumpkin. I mean, I think I know what it is. Probably isn't. mathematically proven best pumpkin farm. I should go find eggs. Let's make an egg pen. Chicken farm. Where were their chickens? There were some nearby, I think. And there's some down here somewhere. Hey, there's a chicken right there. Hey, there's another chicken over there. Perfect. Ow. Hey, can you lay eggs? Hey, chicken, can you lay some eggs real quick? Hey. Can you do it? Thank you. This person's nice. Thank you for the egg. Now I have 5. I think I have 5. I'm thinking of trying to change my food supply to pumpkin pie. I think it will be better. Because eggs are pretty quick. Sugarcane are pretty quick. Pumpkins, I don't know. I don't know if they're quick. I guess we'll find out. Dun, 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 dun. I thought maybe I had some spruce. Guess not. Yeah. Hold on. Where's my... There it is. I did have 5. Hey, there they are. And I also had a carpet. Perfect. I guess I'll start by making this. Like a small little enclosure. Damn it! Got me! Let's get more! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Go. One more. Go all the way up. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Ooh, a lot more saplings this time around. See? Why say that? But we don't know yet. Maybe none more will fall. Jovi. Some extra stuff away. Now we need fences. Fences that look cool. Cool fences. Carpet. Let's go get the eggs and hope a chicken hatches. Nope. None of them did. Yay. Alright. New day, a new problem. And that is that I've run out of eggs. You know what? Let's go get the lead. Get in the leads. We're bringing the chickens. But I think I have a saddle now, don't I? No, that was in the server within me. Well, sucks. All right, chickens. I'm bringing you home with me. You coming with me? That's right. You're coming with me. You can't say anything about it. I'm taking this egg. You're coming with me. Both coming with me. Oh, where's the other chicken? Is he in here? He is. Come with me. God. One of them plopped an egg out. I heard it. I don't see it though. Oh well. They should be making more in the future. Oh well. Donk. Donkey. I was gonna make a joke, but I choked. Donkey. Oh yeah. That was all I wanted to say. The gods didn't like my joke. Alright. You. Bye-bye. Okay. Put the lead away. Big stretch. Big stretch. Ugh. I haven't really done much, but I'm so tired. I'm so tired, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so very tired. Ugh. Gah. 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 I think we're gonna raid out. I really need sleep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna go raid Jimmy Thick. The Thickening. Alright. Fellas, fellettes, fell X's. I hope you have a good day. Or a good night. If you're looking for a raid message, go tell Jimmy that they have nice hair buns. Yeah. Well, goodbye. Bye. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna go bed. Bye bye.